Man, oh man, look at that.
Ooh. We got a nice one to lead us off. Welcome to Top Deck Productions. It's Wednesday night. It's 6:35, and that means it's time for the hottest standard action.
6:36.
6:36.
Sounds much better than 6:35 anyway. Matt versus Rick here. Not a Grixis mirror match. You got the age-old battle between dragons and planeswalkers. Reignited at last.
This is really like a great lead-in for War of the Spark, which is going to be like planeswalkers versus a dragon planeswalker.
Yes, I don't think him being a dragon has much to do with anything so much as him being
a planeswalker.
Omnipotent.
I know. I'm used to sitting on that side.
Is he omnipotent?
He was.
Okay.
Old
Yeah.
Nicky B.
Yeah, so if you're omnipotent, doesn't that mean that, like,
On camera. Remember that?
time has no meaning to you?
I didn't say
Not really.
You know
It just
everything.
means you're.
You just know, you can know the future.
Well, that would be omniscient. Omnipotent means you're all powerful, literally.
Oh, you have all the powers?
Nebraska's contempt his
Yeah.
Phoenix, which will weapon
So if something can be done, you can do it?
and no
Yeah,
other
basically.
one card in hand.
Interesting.
Like if you can be trapped in the meditation plane, you can do it.
He's like,
I wish I could be trapped in the meditation plane. That sounds wonderful.
Right?
yeah, and it literally
It would probably be a lot less torturous for me because I don't have plans.
Shout outs to Tetsuo Umezawa.
Yeah, shout outs. Because I don't have plans to rule the multiverse.
Nick Bolas does.
I just want to be left alone most of the time.
Anyone know of a good modern deck for about 600 that's competitive? Burn.
Yeah, I feel like I could get a lot done for $600 in Modern.
Yeah, both Burn and Dredge you could probably do for that. And both are very competitive at the moment.
I can get under that.
Yeah, Burn's fun. You probably get Burn for under 400, right?
So you would need, 12 fetches, 4 blood crypts now. And that's most of the expense. Goblin guides are probably a little bit, like 20.
Yeah,
They crept back
that's
up to
80.
20.
That's 80 total there.
Yeah, and then just like the fetch lands, even if we're going like the cheapest black fetch lands are going to be 20 apiece. Or the cheapest red, maybe 20 apiece. And you only get 8 of those. And you're going to have to dip into like an arid mesa.
Right.
Which is going to set you back probably about 40 to 50, I would say. All these numbers are just completely in the dark.
In the dark. I'm on
Is
NTG.
Ponza good? No, not really. Because the 2 decks that I just mentioned are good, and they don't really need any lands to operate.
Yeah, so MTG Goldfish says you can build Boros Burn for under 600. Holy smokes, this makes me want to sell the rest of my Modern collection. Jeez Weasel.
Jeez Louisel.
All right, Rick Stanley's off to a strong start in these long games with some card draw. That's where you want to be.
For card filtering. But yes.
Yeah.
I know you approve of that mountain.
Yeah, Mountain's good.
Can I tell you what I miss about Modern? Oh, another discovery.
What do you miss?
When I was playing Modern, my basics were all beta basics.
Yeah?
I miss that. Because you need too many basics in Standard.
Right, to pull off something like that.
Yeah. Now my basics are in a Commander deck. My
No,
betas.
yeah, that Commander deck looks nice.
It's fun. You spend a lot of time on the edge of life and death.
Yes.
The Razor's Edge.
The Razor's Edge.
We've got
Somehow
a
won 2
Sarkin.
games with it last night, though. Just throwing that out.
Just
there.
throwing it out there. Well, the first game, no one had any idea what was going on. Second game was pretty much the same thing. So this is a good start for Matt. We've got the Sarkin.
And Rick's gonna follow it up with his own Planeswalker, Karn.
All right.
He's going to get a big card draw spell.
Rick also has the Eldest Reborn
Yeah.
in hand. Depending on what Matt plays here, that could be a big deal.
So this is the start that can power out a big Niv Mizzet. Yep, there it is.
Here it is.
All right. We're going to draw the land, so we have at least 5.
So we have access to the Eldest Reborn, but this also lets him just sacrifice the Sarkhan. And
Yep.
that's not a great place to be. Rick also has an Angrath in hand. I might have been
So,
more tempted to play the Angrath and start adding that up. Having one Planeswalker that you're plussing is really good, but when they play a big creature like a Niv Mizzet, it's less good. Having 2 makes it very difficult to keep up. Although I guess with the Eldest Reborn's 3rd chapter, he'll be able to get back. He'll be able to get back the Karn if he does die.
Yeah, 2 Planeswalkers, I mean, it's really a cumulative effect because the main way to kill a Planeswalker is to just attack it.
Right. Matt will be able to attack it here for sure.
Yeah, he's already done him 1 damage, I guess, with the draw step there.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another dragon.
Just discard a land here. Attack Karn down to 1. We'll get 1 more card out of that. And then we're going to make Matt discard. Discards a
Lava
lot,
Coil down.
appropriately recognizing that it's not really going to do anything.
All right. So Rick needs a removal spell here.
Rick does need a removal spell here. The Nicol Bolas isn't a big deal. If you're going to play Angrath, you play it and plus it. I would plus Karn before I do anything, though.
Yes.
You're definitely not going to minus it. You don't want the Sinister Sabotage. You don't need the land. So see what you get.
Lots of thought. Both players
Oh,
ought to.
no, we are minusing it.
He wants to sabotage here.
Maybe he was worried about Matt not attacking it to blank the 3rd stage of Eldest Reborn.
Sure.
Or maybe he has another Karn in hand. I can't really tell. I don't see one.
All right, here's the search for his Kanta. And a Thought Erasure. Thought Eraser's going to let him look at Matt's hand, have him discard a card. That's going to do the face you layout. This is basically he gets his pick of these dragons.
Getting rid of the Varix.
See, I would have played my own Niv Mizzet. Because you get it next turn with the
Right.
the Eldest Reborn.
The issue being, I guess that he can strand the Niv Mizzet in Matt's hand.
Okay.
Because he has the existing Niv Mizzet, but you gotta figure you're gonna try to get rid of that at some point.
Right. And Rick's kind of made up this line here where he's going to sit behind this Sinister Sabotage.
Yeah, that's just not good when you're this far behind on board.
Yeah, so here's the Cauldron thing. This makes mana, lets him draw some cards if he were to cast dragon spells.
And you probably will.
Alright, search on the upkeep. Not enough. Draws a card for the turn. The Eldest Reborn is going to get back.
So you get Sarkhan, Varix, or Karn. You probably just want Karn here and draw a card, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Varix blocks. But if we're getting that, I don't know why we didn't go for the Niv.
Right.
If we play Angrath and plus, then next turn, if it survives, we can minus Steel Nicol Bolas and flip it.
All right, let's see if flipping Nicol Bolas puts him in play on our side or not.
No, it would go right back to Matt. I'm just trying to think of what he's thinking about. As with any of the flip walkers, it exiles.
Exiles under its owner's control. Yep. So yeah, this is a tough spot to be Rick. I think going and getting the Niv Mizzet off his thought erasure would have been where I wanted to be. I think you take Nicol Bolas so that he can't flip it.
Well, it only takes its on a turn.
Oh sure. Says go, and now he shields down. Alright, let's see what Matt does here. He's got a lot of paths to victory.
Skargan Hellkite.
This card has Riot, so he can choose +1s or haste.
And
He's
he hasted up.
chosen the haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird path. I think Matt had too much pressure there. I'm not sure if it was possible for Rick to win despite whatever line he chose, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't a great position to be in. I think he could have positioned himself a little bit better. So the turn after Matt played the Sarkhan, you got to know that something's up. Like, he's going to play something big after that.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't tap out to play the Karn. Maybe you thought erasure to try and get rid of the Niv Mizzet, which is the worst possible scenario. Or, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else was in his hand at the time, but maybe playing the Angrath instead of the Eldest Reborn to start applying pressure on two fronts with both Planeswalkers.
Okay.
And then if you somehow incidentally kill the Sarkhan, then your Eldest Reborn becomes much better.
Yeah.
I just think he needed some kind of target. He needed to get rid of the Niv Mizzet, obviously.
Yeah, he needed some targeted removal. I mean, I would imagine lava coils are somewhere in this deck. Or...
But yeah, Sarkhan doing a great job of protecting Niv Mizzet from that Eldest Reborn, which is normally a pretty clean answer for that card.
Yeah, I think Sarkhan shined there. I don't hate these Dragons decks with like these Sarkhan kind of starts.
Right.
Where they're like, all right, I got this Sarkhan. If you don't kill it, I'm going to try and cast the dragon every turn until you do.
Yeah, the problem is, if you don't have the Sarkhan, then the deck is just booty.
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 It's just big.
It's not good.
Not very beautiful.
So, like, Nicol Bolas, I know he's a fan favorite. The card's not good, not well positioned at the moment. What?
No, that was a great synopsis.
It's just not.
Okay.
Niv Mizzet, obviously a powerhouse, really strains the mana. Kind of shines in this deck, but you really want something other than just Sarkhan to power it out.
Yes.
And I feel like you don't have enough instants and sorceries to really take advantage of it. But it's a very good defensive card for you.
Okay.
And then you have like Varix, Come on, are we serious with Varix? Skargan Hellkite, I think, is underplayed at the moment.
Yeah, I'm
So part of that is because of Hydroid Crassus just being
the biggest baddie on the block.
the biggest baddie on the block.
I'm surprised more people aren't domerying out their Skargan Hellkites.
Why?
I mean, the card's just super, like, I think
Skargan Hellkite's good.
I think
I
Skargan
don't think
Hellkite's good.
Domery is.
I think Domery's fine.
Okay.
He ramps up your mana.
So does Llanowar Elf, but that only costs 1.
These are the kind of rebuttals I'm going to get all night.
Listen, I'm being dead serious. So his minus is okay in that you get to go find and get a little bit of card advantage, but like card advantage on a minus isn't anything exceptional, and you have to kind of build around it.
Right.
And then the plus is okay if you have the creature in hand. Does nothing otherwise, obviously.
That's not the one I'm looking for.
You need a lot of immediate value out of your 5-mana walker. Like, why would you play this
It's a 4-mana walker.
out of your 4-mana walker? Still. Immediate value. And you just don't get it here.
Well, you would think, right?
It does start at 5. That's nice.
Yeah, it starts at 5. You've probably been playing a creature deck like with creatures leading up to him, right? And so
Hopefully.
if you play him on 5,
Mm-hmm.
if you have blockers, you get to block with him. Like block for him, you can minus him to go find two dudes.
Dos dudos.
A dude most of the time. 90% of the time you're getting a dude. Some percentage of the time you're getting 2 dudes.
Yeah, if you get 2 dudes,
You're way
living
ahead.
the dream. You're not way ahead. You've made up for playing Domery in your deck.
And then you get to double Riot, like something like a Hellkite, or, I mean, could you imagine playing your 5th land, he making the 6th mana and playing Carnage Tyrant?
I can
With
imagine
double
a
Riot?
lot of things.
With Riot? Riot
Shocks
is
to the
card.
dome.
Shocks.
Shocks to the dome
Sure.
is what I can imagine. Shock is an outstanding card right now, and if you play him and minus him, he's just going to get a shock, which is not the worst because he's replaced himself, but it's a huge tempo loss, especially if you're already being pressured from the type of deck that plays
Shock. Yep. Yeah, the low to the ground decks are where it's going to be in this format.
And I don't know that there's a reason to play Domery over Vivian. I think they do very similar things, and Vivian's
see,
just...
this is the best point you've made in this discussion.
Ideally, you'd play both. Listen, ideally, you would only play Vivian. So you're going to play some amount of removal. How many creatures are you willing to go down to?
Sure.
If you're playing Domerys and Vivians.
Rick with a nice blend of mana.
Well, okay, where are you fitting in your 8 Planeswalkers, or however many Planeswalkers you're trying to play here?
And his turn 3 Thief of Sanity. And here it comes across. It's going to deal its 2 damage. And this is going to put Rick way ahead.
Yeah, having a Thief of Sanity, especially if it gets to stick around, is a huge deal.
This is the moment right here. When you guys look back on this game and Rick has won it, that's the moment right there where
being able to untap with Thief of Sanity. Oh boy.
Woo. Hootenanny. It's a big hootenanny.
It's a big old hootenanny. You're out of your mind out there. 2 Domery, 1 Vivian. Come on.
That's not correct.
Just play 3 Vivian. Or 2 Vivian. And,
Card.
An extra creature.
With 2 Vivian and a Doom Whisperer.
Why you hate Triple Riot? I don't hate... Well, I do hate Triple Riot because you're playing 2 cards that do nothing to get it.
Listen, my real problem with this standard format is that nobody has made the deck
Go ahead.
the Riot Squad.
That is a real problem for you. We just got the Horde online. We're going to use it to power out our own. Oh, jeez. Taking full advantage over here. We're going to power our own visit here.
Yep.
A $450 deck. Yowzas.
Naya? Is it the Carnage Tyrants?
All right. Lots of mana.
I got this Niv Visit. What do you got, son? Missed this
Probably.
trigger on the...
Tyrant.
Hardest thing about playing your opponent's cards is all the triggers.
It is.
Hardest part of Thief of Sanity.
Tyrant isn't a bad card right now. It's definitely not as good as it was, but it was amazing. So, a trigger.
Yeah, missing all the triggers. No big deal.
Yeah, just have your Niv Mizzet. We just wanted a 5/5.
It's worthwhile to exile the thing too. There you go. You just got that.
Well, you can't
Eldest
not
Reborn.
exile it.
Right.
A bad buy for a deck. Sure. I mean, listen, if you're super worried about budget, then absolutely, but you can't always be super worried about budget.
Yeah, it was a weird paradox. Back when I was playing competitive Magic, I couldn't afford to play any deck I wanted. And now that I can afford to play any deck I wanted, I can't afford to play competitive Magic.
Well, here's the Sarkin. Man, we can power out all the dragons that we steal now.
Yeah, so he can spend mana of any colors if it were any color.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely missed the Niv trigger. There's no question about that.
Yeah,
But you're allowed to miss it. And it was his opponent's card, so...
Yeah, it's the hardest part of playing Thief of Sanity. Thief of Sanity is a no-brainer. You play it. If it lives, you attack with it. All the things after that are very difficult.
I think we're talking about standard. Because this is standard. We were talking about modern a little bit earlier, but just as kind of a segue.
We gotta
Or
ask the
an
modern
aside,
question,
rather.
and so we'll answer any questions you guys ask.
The
Think about it like a
opponent
talk show. You guys can write in.
doesn't have to remember an optional trigger like that.
Correct.
You are responsible for your own triggers. Got another Niv Mizzet.
You're allowed to. You're also allowed to play poorly.
You are absolutely allowed to play poorly.
All right, looks like he made. Oh, he's gonna discard and draw with the Sarkin. That was interesting.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know that I would have gotten rid of the Eldest Reborn. Card could have single-handedly stonewalled most of what Matt's trying to do. They're all optional triggers.
Is an optional trigger. Yeah, so it used to be that the word may was written on the card, and that made it optional. Now, all triggers are optional, or like, as long as you don't gain an advantage by missing your trigger, you're allowed to miss the trigger. So take Dark Confidant for example. If I miss that trigger, I'm at like 1 life. It's obviously really good.
What the hell is that card? Is that a Rouse, Eric?
Yes. It's obviously really good because I'm at 1. I don't want to lose any life, but so I missed the trigger and it was bad for me. Or it was good for me to miss that trigger. You call a judge, and your judge asks your opponent if they want to put the trigger on the stack.
Right.
And then will immediately, no matter what else is going on in the game, it will immediately go on the stack. If your opponent wants it to. And then you'll resolve that trigger.
Thanks, Nightbot.
Yeah,
You're the night
Nightbot.
best. I don't know why we're casting spells, so I don't even know what that spell is.
Sword Point Diplomacy.
Oh, we're playing Sword Point Diplomacy in our Planeswalkers deck. All right. I would have just kept mana open and drawn a card in a turn if I didn't counter anything. He has 2 Steel Sabotages in hand. He can just ride this Thief of Sanity at this point all the way.
Yeah, man. Got real diplomatic there.
Don't really need to commit anything else to the board. Yeah, loot with Sarkhan for sure.
Yeah, this Sarkhan's gonna eventually.
Don't even know that I would play this search, but okay.
Yeah, Sarkhan is eventually here going to create 4 5/5 dragons.
I don't think we're going to get to that point.
No?
No, I think this Thief of Sanity is just going to end the game here.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh.
I'm going to Banefire Sarkhan for 6. Oh, we have a Varix. That's the plan.
Yeah, we can kill Sarkhan. Or we can attack Sarkhan for 4 and leave 1 back.
We can just Steel Sabotage this.
Oh.
Or Ionize it.
I'm going to...
Yeah.
I'm going to use your own Ionize against you.
The Thief is the big deal here. I have a feeling that Matt probably took out some amount of removal.
Yeah, and Rick, knowing that, brought in these thieves.
I'd imagine the Thief's probably main deck.
And now we got to stare each other down and decide whether we're going to take the thieves out, knowing the removal's coming back, or...
No, Thief's staying for sure.
Okay.
Even if you don't play it on 3, if you play it like turn 7, if you have like a counter backup to protect it, you're in great shape.
Yes. Yeah, I'm surprised there's no, like, Grixis. You know, there's like the decks that lean on Dive Down.
Yeah.
Surprised there's no, like, Thief deck that's leaning on Dive Down.
All the decks that lean on Dive Down have like these huge evasive threats that you only need to protect them like 1 or 2 turns and you just win the game.
Right.
Thief is a much more incremental card advantage. And
Yeah, it's not a big enough swing. It's not like attacking for 10.
Right. Like a Drake's deck or like a Niv Mizzet deck, obviously. Yes, it's it's drawing a card. It's like a 2-mana Ophidian. The mill doesn't matter. In
Right.
fact, it actively hurts sometimes. But the gaining card advantage definitely matters.
Definitely an important thing.
And obviously the card selection, although it's your opponent's cards.
So, you excited for the Pro Tour this weekend?
I am.
The Magic Fest?
I don't think we'll see either of these decks, but I am excited to see what they come up with.
I think the metagame is ripe right now. It's really good.
Yeah.
I think
Tell me what you think.
the teams that put in work
Mm-hmm.
offline are going to be much more successful than the teams that put in work online.
Explain yourself. You mean online as in Magic Online or online as in Arena?
Arena.
Because testing on Arena doesn't do anything. It's not good.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think Arena's like the big spotlight right now. And so
I don't think anybody going to the Pro Tour is actively testing on Arena.
okay.
If they are, they're doing it wrong. And I think
Sure.
they know it. But I think they're doing it as
Because
they're building their brand for Wizards so they can get that sweet, sweet top 32 money to be an awesome streamer.
Such sweet money.
Oh no, that was. Dixie time we took.
Do they? Do you have knowledge of people saying that they're testing for the Mythic Championship or Pro Tour? What are they calling them? Is it a Mythic Championship?
It is the Mythic Championship.
Okay.
Recall the Teamer Sarkin, which
They say they're testing for it on Arena.
I'm sure the people that are getting paid to play Magic say they're testing for it on Arena. But I'm also sure that their employer has told them to say as much.
Right.
Did you listen to the announcement today?
No, I was working, dude. What was the announcement?
We'll talk about the announcement after this or during the next round. I want you to watch it. I don't want to give you a tainted view.
You don't want me?
I want you to really take it all in
You don't
for
want me
yourself.
to view the taint?
Whoa. Mind out of the gutter, pal.
Out of the gutter.
Rick, do we have the search for Escanted? That would be big here.
Nope.
Just the discovery, that's fine. Got to be worried about Matt's turn 3, though. If he's got another turn 3 Sarkin. This is exactly how the last one started.
yeah, no, that was. I forget.
Or
Yeah, wrote it.
is it this one?
No.
Is it this one?
Is it by Bear something?
No.
Then no. I'll show it to you.
Now I have to sit here in suspense for the rest of this match.
Well, you were going to sit here and watch it? Oh,
No,
I'm done.
jeez.
Rick!
It's-
Rick!
We had such a good thing going here.
I was a fan, Rick. Oh, and we're taking...
He's chosen Niv Mizzet.
Ricky.
Listen, Matt gets to draw a card here.
Yeah, Matt gets to replace the card in hand. It's not like we were super reliant on Niv Mizzet to win. We've got Planeswalkers. We've got other dragons. Plenty of card advantage. Yeah. But here we are.
All right, well, Niv Mizzet down.
Don't have to worry about that one.
So, if you're Matt, do you just run out this Varix here for 4?
Depends on what I draw. If I don't draw like a Sarkin, then absolutely. Or a Dragon Horde, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You didn't really see any removal from Rick
Yeah.
in either game. Oh, he drew the Nicol Bolas, so we're definitely running that one out now. Much better on 4.
Yes, very good on 4.
Oh, it looks like Rick has a... Is that a Nicol Bolas of his own? Kind of looks like it.
See, it's great because it fits the theme of both these decks. It's Grixis, so check.
Check.
And then it's also a Planeswalker as
Check,
well
check.
as a Dragon. All right. So he knows Matt can't handle this because Matt has Cast Down, which is non-legendary creature.
Correct. But he also knows that Matt has a ton of lands in hand.
So there's that. So Matt needs to add 1 more to the board.
Oh.
Or, nope.
We'll just play his Vraska's Contempt that we drew off of your Unmoored Ego.
Yep. There's 4 damage. Rick's going to follow up here with the Eldest Reborn, I believe.
Yeah, the Eldest Reborn would be a nice drop here.
Oh, we're missing land. We don't have
Oh,
the 5th land.
no.
Oh, he discarded the 5th land.
Whoa!
That was aggressive.
To keep the other Unmoored Ego.
No. He just drew that.
Oh,
He
okay.
just drew the Unmoored Ego.
All right. We were going to have...
So he discarded the 5th land to keep the Eldest Reborn.
Angrath.
Is the blue spell. So I can see Eldritch Reborn and Angrath.
So what did he name here, Spotter?
Varix, he had to have...
Oh, he named Bolas?
Yes, I will.
See, I would have named Varix.
I mean, blue spell is negate.
As well as one Negate. Interesting. Would have discarded the Negate.
Yeah. I don't even know if I would have brought him in. Like, he has some Planeswalkers that you want to counter, but you're not getting into any major counter wars.
I'm thinning the herd here.
Yeah, this is just, because Chemister's Insight is the other card in Matt's hand. You know what would be great for Matt to draw here? A Sarkin.
Yeah.
Or even just like run a runner land, which Rick's kind of set him up to do. Yeah, there's a land. Play it out there. Yeah,
got
Spell Pierce would be
6.
nice.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
don't know that I saw any in his deck.
I mean, if I'm mad, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, no reason to do anything. You have the Chemister's Insight that you can run out and end the turn. You only really want the 7th land next turn. Okay.
Where's the Insight this turn? Sure.
Yeah, I don't know that I would main phase this. He did draw Negate, though.
Jeez, looks like a genius.
Well, you would do it in response to the Eldest Reborn.
Yeah, for the shot at it. Here's the 5th land. Here's the Eldest Reborn. Here's a Negate.
Turn late on the Eldest Reborn. All right, so do we get the land here to flip the Nicol Bolas?
No, screw flipping the Nicol Walls. If we get a land, we get to kick this Varix
Oh,
to win the
sure.
game. Oh no, they don't have haste.
Yeah, we're flipping old Nicol Bolas.
4 abilities on that.
They're all gone.
And we're gonna plus and draw some cards.
Big swings back and forth in this match.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Can Nicol Bolas win?
Nick has Dispersal that can answer this Nicol Bolas right now. But he's got to contend with it coming back down as well as Varix.
No, that's not the issue. It's that land drop. I didn't-
Dispersal's any non-land permanent, right? Well, non-land, most expensive non-land permanent.
that didn't pick up
Yeah. Here's search for Escanta.
Yeah, not gonna win with a search for his content. Oh man, and we're getting rid of our only answer? What are we searching for here?
I mean, I suppose his out is
Been in both. I don't think either of those cards do anything.
Brass's Contempt with the gate backup.
Oh, we're keeping them both on top.
All right, well,
It must have been something special.
a line I didn't see.
He's got an Angrath. All right, we're gonna duress. See if the coast is clear. Take the Angrath, and then I guess fire
That's an
off this
opt, yeah.
Varix. Yeah.
You can go to 11 to get. Oh no, he's putting Angrath onto the battlefield. Letting Rick discard another card.
So you can.
There's Varix.
Here's Varix. So yeah, you can dispersal at like the end of Matt's turn or in response to the Varix. It's not great. I mean, obviously he didn't have a great answer there.
Right. Yeah, so I think the story of this match is when you're playing these big, flashy cards,
Yeah.
it's not just like this haymakers fight. You have to get every inch of these cards,
Oh, yeah.
or the person who, I mean, either the person who does that or the person whose cards are just like a little bit better suited for the specific situation are going to win.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't work really hard to get every last piece of value out of a card.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think that's what Matt's done. But in the games that were games, in the non-Thief of Sanity games,
I mean, that's a game that he lost because, I mean, he was in the game. Like, he played lands, played magic spells.
yeah, he needed to kill Thief of Sanity like 3 turns before he did.
Yeah, he didn't do it. But that's because he took removal out.
Oh,
not because
jeez. Is this a mass migration, or what's it called?
manipulation, mass manipulation. He gets one thing.
Mass manipulation. Gain control of X target creatures and or planeswalkers. Let's put 6 into it, so X is 1.
Yes. Could have stolen Bolas, but then he's just dead. And this is all he can do is take the...
Take his Angrath back.
Yeah, so this is... he gets to stay alive for a turn, assuming nothing else comes down here.
Oh yeah, the token dies because its converted mana cost is less than 3.
Yeah, we could have minus the Bolas to kill a dragon. Yeah, just swing for 4, and then you have an Ionize in hand. So whatever he tries to do, you can just kill him. Which anger? The Flame Chained?
Yeah, the Flame Chain.
The Flame Chained. That's a really good card in this format. I don't know if people have had the chance to play it, but
Yeah, Angrath has overperformed.
does everything you want, and then also has a Flame Chained. There you go.
Yep.
So that'll do
Ionize
it for the
gets him dead.
Planeswalker v Dragon matchup. Hopefully, for the multiverse, that is not a true
Scenario.
scenario for War of the Spark.
All right, we only have a few minutes, so we're going to go take a look at the other matches real quick. We're going to find a nice one for you. You guys stay put. We'll be back here. Derpy Cat, welcome. 356.
Angrath the Flame Chained is the name. We'll be back
Angrath,
soon.
comma, the Flame Chain. Be right back.